The luckiest chamois in the Alps. Tim's invited on a tough terrain rifle test. Caught in the act, Roy talks through his love helmet collection.
Just to make sure that you don't ever get rained on.
Plus, Bunny bounced back and he's out to see if the rabbits returned. We've got news, we've got hunting YouTube, and we've got a competition to give away this jacket. Welcome to Fieldsports Britain. Hunting chamois requires strength of body and mind.
We'll make it, mate, we'll make it.
The terrain tests your muscles, joints and lungs, and sometimes the only distraction from the physical pain is the buttock clenching sheer drop.
Wow, so we're actually going to go up there?
Then you need to make a shot, probably at range. It all comes together to deliver quite an experience.
What I love about the chamois is they kind of tend to stand, don't they, just look down at you. And I think it's the most amazing sight is, we can see you.
Tim Pilbeam has been invited by Karl Waktare of GMK to test the new Franchi Horizon rifle, which Karl now imports into the UK. The Italian brand, best known for shotguns, wants them to have a trip to the Alps they will never forget. And, judging by the view, that's a given.
Yeah, many people don't see this, and when you're a hunter you go to these places when hardly anybody's been before, and some ways why we do it. You know, my philosophy is if you don't earn it you don't deserve it, and this is a hard hunt. This is just simply beautiful. What do you think, Karl?
Amazing.
Yeah, you can just sit on this rock probably for hours and just take it all in. Yeah.
Both Tim and Karl are fit. Both are keen cyclists, so understand about their own physiology, but pedalling up hills has not prepared them for this climb.
So how are you finding the physicality of this? You know, in the UK we just don't get this, do we?
No.
You know, the length of the walk and the height we're climbing. You know, it's quite tough, isn't it?
It is, because it's very steep. You know, I think we've done about 2 miles, but I think most of that.
It feels like 10 miles, doesn't it?
Does,
Yeah. It's that consistent just climb, which there's no relaxation at all, is there really?
And every extra sort of kilo that you're carrying somewhere on you is adding to making it even more difficult.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a good workout. When we get there.
Exactly. No pain, no gain.
He's got to survive. He's looking after me, so he's been invited me. So you know we've got to look after the main man here.
I'm desk bound most of the week. So,
One thing inspiring them to push on are the number of chamois in this area. They are the proverbial carrot in front of our donkeys, although no donkey in his right mind would be up here. However, red deer are, even though they shouldn't be. Poor food on the lower, more forested slopes has pushed them up.
Right up on the top of the slope there, we've got a big red stag. I don't know how old it is, but it's got a very, very big rack on it. But in the distance we can hear them roaring away. It's the most amazing sound to actually hear them up the valley.
To keep strong, the guys need to eat and to drink. Tim is also offered something more traditional by cameraman Andrea Cavaglia.
In England we have a saying about chewing the fat, where people just kind of just discussing thing and just not really achieving anything. Well, this is pork belly fat, which Andrew has given to me, and I've been chewing it for the last half an hour. So it's really chewy, it keeps the old mind kind of concentrated in a funny sort of way. It's like chewing gum, I suppose. It doesn't taste particularly nice, it's got this lump of fat and skin in my mouth, but it's actually quite nice. I like that when you're walking. You just kind of just work your way through and just occupies the mind, but it doesn't really taste very nice, I must admit.
The chamois are here, but are not hanging around. This group are spooked, possibly by wolves. It's the final push of the day, and it delivers another wonderful wildlife moment.
I can't believe we spent all day trying to find a chamois and can't see any at all. And just above us, about 50 metres above us, there's about 5 or 6 ibex just walking across, and they keep looking at us, they're not too sure. But to me that just shows you what these mountains can offer. They're just so different. To get so close to such a species like this, I think is absolutely, I think, amazing, or I don't know what it really describes it, but they are just fascinating animals.
During the descent, they spot a resting chamois below them. This is going to require a pretty technical shot.
We're trying to work out with our guide if we can actually practically shoot it, and whether we actually can do it. So we try and work out the best shooting position. It's got to be very, very stable. Literally a shot like this.
With Karl suffering from a dose of vertigo, he's a brave man even to shoulder the Franchi. It's a miss, but on closer inspection, it's a twig that intercepts the bullet. This is discovered much later. More importantly, the chamois appears to be untouched.
Yeah. Is it like a panic attack, a slight panic attack, or?
Yeah, I mean, I can feel my legs slightly shaking.
Yeah, okay.
It is so, I try not to look down. Actually.
Yeah,
I was
look up.
waiting for everything to get ready. I was looking at the rock in front of me.
You did bloody well then. I'm impressed, mate. At that angle, the shot would be probably quite high because it's got 200 odd zeros. So we had to come a bit lower on the beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereabouts you just put in the middle of the body?
Yeah, off to the right hand side.
Karl is just keen to get off the cliff, and Tim wants to check there isn't an injured animal at the bottom of the cliff.
So we go off now and and go and check this beast out, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Get off this cliff.
Janet looks back at where the shot was taken. On the ground, there's no sign of an impact.
Some people say to me that chamois shooting can be quite straightforward, and sometimes it can be really tough, and we've had a really tough day. 8 hours of walking, climbing up to about 2,400 metres, got on some chamois. They just obviously went away over the top, gone to another one, it saw us, went away, and no results. And that is hunting, I suppose, really. You never know what's going to happen out there. You can walk out the front door and see one, 200 metres away, and you shoot it. Well, today we've seen lots, didn't get near any, and it just drew a blank. And that's what makes us go back and have another go and try a bit harder. But yeah, today's probably been one of the toughest hunts I've been on for many, many years. And perhaps my knees are showing my age a wee bit, 'cause they're starting to ache a wee bit, but we're not far away. I'm looking forward to that beer with the boys tonight.
Refreshed but a little stiff, day 2 starts early. If another opportunity presents itself, it will be Tim's turn. Again, he has to earn it.
Gully, okay. Then to the left there's a rock face. Okay. This is a part of hunting I absolutely love. You're looking and you can see the beasts a long, long way away. And you think, wow, we need to be up there. It's actually working out how we can do it, how we can get there. So it's a field craft, and you can spend 5 hours getting up there, and you make one mistake and the day's gone. We go there? Are we going there? Wow, so we're actually going to go up there. Good luck, Karl. No pressure.
The first chamois he and Jane work towards is too good an animal. Although they have tickets for both male and females, they have to be the right male or female. Then, from a herder's path, they spot another group. This time Tim has a real chance. To be totally sure, Jane asks Tim to take a second shot.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Really good stalking, yeah? Yeah, because I didn't see those animals. I saw the one there, but I didn't spot the ones over there whatsoever. So I hit it in the side, and it was like that, going, ooh, and it just stood still. So we knew it was a good shot. Yeah. But then the guy said to me, just put another one in to make sure.
It's a very different kind of hunting, isn't it?
Ah, can't believe people. And in this weather, just look at that. Yeah. We're in northern Italy, in the southern part of the Alps. You cannot beat this. No.
Shooting the chamois is just part of the experience. Extracting is another.
Ah, yes. Wow. So it must have fallen 50 so metres down the rock face.
It's a 3-year-old male. Jane says that its horn growth is narrow, so it's a good one to remove. It's a great end to a challenging hunting trip, and Tim and Karl have most definitely earned this chamois. For more information about the Franchi Horizon bolt-action rifle, go to franchi.com. Hardcore hunting from Tim and from Karl, hardcore filming from Andrea Cavalier, and some soft centre editing from David, who we now find scaling the heights of the Fieldsports channel news stump.
This is Fieldsports Channel News. Britain is the top rifle shooting nation in the Commonwealth. The home nations have picked up a remarkable collection of medals in rifle shooting events at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games 2018. In the Queen's prize pairs, England's Parag Patel and David Luckman take gold, with Wales silver and Scotland bronze. In men's 50-metre rifle prone, David Phelps of Wales takes gold, and silver medal goes to Scotland and bronze to England. The result follows former BBC Young Sports Personality of the Year, Amber Hill's silver medal for skeet. There are further medals for Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland and the Isle of Man in men's skeet and double trap. The success of the home nations embarrasses the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games, which has dropped all shooting events. Following Birmingham's decision, the British government announced in the House of Commons that it wants to see a Commonwealth shooting competition at the Bisley Ranges in the UK alongside the Birmingham Games. 5 rangers and a driver have been killed in an ambush in Virunga National Park in Democratic Republic of Congo. A 6th ranger was injured in the attack on Monday that took place in the central section of the vast reserve, known globally for its population of rare mountain gorillas. The loss of life was the worst in the history of the park, where more than 170 rangers have died protecting animals over the last 20 years. There's a rumour that YouTube will crack down on gun channels on Monday. Plenty of channels are posting videos with the theme "The End is Nigh." YouTube brought out new guidelines banning links to gun sale websites 3 weeks ago. So far, no channels have been terminated. However, Such has moved off YouTube to the Get Zone video site, which now carries gun advertising, including ads from Savage. Meanwhile, Umarex USA launches a new show about airgun hunting on video site Carbon TV. And Outdoor Channel is thought to be planning a website that supports user-uploaded videos. All of them are staying on YouTube too, as are we. Denmark's pig-proof fence is a pig in a poke. The Danes are proposing a 70-kilometre-long boar-proof fence on Denmark's southern border with Germany. The government says it will help prevent swine flu spreading into the country. Not pigging likely, say hunters. Comparing it to Australia's failed rabbit-proof fence and even Donald Trump's proposed Mexican-proof wall, they point out that the fence will not stop infested pigs from swimming across the fjord that separates Denmark and Germany, nor will it stop them breaking through the fence. And finally, Tony Blair's ban on hunting certain animals with more than 2 dogs remains a laughingstock. A falconer has been cleared of breaching strict hunting laws because he hunts foxes using a golden eagle. Peterborough Magistrates Court heard that the Fitzwilliam Hunt's hounds were used to flush a fox out into the open in 2016, before the eagle was meant to be released to catch it. Inexplicably, the hounds caught and killed the fox. The hunters charged were found not guilty, because the intention was to hunt the fox with the eagle. With the eagle now established as purely ceremonial in fox hunting, some hunts are asking if they can replace their live eagles with stuffed ones. You are now to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.
Thank you, David. Coming up, we've got Roy on rubber, we've got Crow on rabbits, and we've got the competition to give away this jacket. First of all, let's talk about David. David was the Derek Zoolander of his day.
It's blue steel, right?
What are you, idiot?
Making his living by giving smouldering blue steel looks. He said he wouldn't get out of bed for less than €1,000. Well, we know that's not true. Here he is, appearing in a rather cheesy, crisp commercial in Germany in the 1990s.
Gibt's hier eigentlich auch die Chips frischen?
Ja, Chips frisch. Chips frisch, wie frisch für dich gemacht.
So, what's the reason for telling you this now? Well, the fact is we have launched a line of merchandise ourselves here on Fieldsports Channel, and you can find it on our website in our shop. And David, the old Ron Burgundy, wants to dust off a few of his moves and model this kit. We cannot let that happen. Please, will one of you, the viewers of Fieldsports Channel, step forward and offer to model our t-shirts, our gilets and our polo shirts? All you have to do is send us a photograph of yourself via Facebook or Instagram, give it the hashtag anyone but David. We'll select you, we'll give you merchandise, and we'll borrow you to do a professional photo shoot. Thank you very much. Next up, before we come to latex Lupton, here's a word from Basque.
Good boy. He's a good boy. What you gonna tell me? Good boy then.
Thank you, Basque. Now, Roy Lupton is a fascinating man, and occasionally he allows us a peek into his strange, strange world.
Whenever David comes round, he always seems to have a perverse fascination with sperm collection, and for some reason he finds it quite unusual that I've got such a diverse selection of sperm collecting hats. He would like me to talk through them. So he was wondering why I had so many, and it's because some birds have got colour preferences, so we've got a range of colours to suit all tastes. But we also have a range of hats to suit all body parts as well, because some of the birds have got preferences for different parts of the anatomy, much like David has got a bit of a foot fetish. But we've got a foot hat, we've got another head hat, we've got a little skull cap, we've got an elbow pad, we've got a knee hat, we've got a floor pad, and obviously all the hats. Some of them have got little lumps and bumps in certain areas as well, just to let the boys enjoy it properly and get a little bit of contact. And then we've also got hand pads for the goshawks, etc. as well. So there is a summary of sperm collecting hats.
Can you put one on, please?
No. You're not.
I'm just a knee pad. Just as a knee pad.
No, I'm not bringing a knee pad up. You want? There you go.
Guys, the thing is, your collection has grown over the years.
There you go. Just to make sure that you don't ever get rained on. Perfect for any wedding, bar mitzvah.
Is that actually bespoke for you?
No. There is a young man, Ryan Williams, that is making the selection of hats, and he's doing a phenomenal job. And if you're actually getting into the dynamics of hats and how well they work, the problem with some of the old style of hats and with the little dimples and the bobbles like that is you tend to get a lot of semen smearing on the top, whereas where you've got the honeycomb shape on these hats, there's a lot less possibility for that. You get a much better collection with the honeycomb shape, so you're actually maximising the amount of viable sperm that you can collect and use.
Sorry.
Huh? You don't need any more, do you? We've talked about sperm, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Lupton. There's a lot of honesty in this week's show. Now, before we come to Crow on Rabbits, let's talk about the competition. This is a Blaser Hybrid jacket, 2 jackets in one. You can buy it for anything between 300 or some versions of it, more than £500 to win one. To enter the draw to win one, all you need to do is put Blaser Hybrid jacket into the comments below this film on YouTube or on Facebook, and we'll put all the entries together and give it away probably beginning of May, sometime like that. So do that, Blaser Hybrid jacket below. Thank you. Next up, Crow reignites his rabbit habit. Tonight, Crow is our bunny barometer. Wet winters and rabbit viral hemorrhagic disease has meant the population here and in other places across the UK has taken a huge hit. But are there signs of a bunny bounce back?
Most people are saying the same thing, that the old rabbits are in a bit short supply. So this year's youngster, usually this time of year you shoot shed loads of them, but that's it. Still we're getting a few. When I used to come up here and help him out, we were shooting 2,000-3,000 a year.
Just to compare it, how many did you shoot last year compared to what you used to?
75 I shot last year. And I can remember when you and Dom first started coming out, you'd ring up and say, any chance we could shoot a few rabbits this week? And I'd say, yeah, come up, and we go out for an hour and a half, and we'd shoot 75, 100 in an hour and a half, so no problem at all. There's a few coming back now, there's a few about, but yes, that's why we're going to pop out and see if we can shoot a few tonight. But everyone's ringing up and saying, oh, can you get us rabbits, and they are in short supply.
Because it's been so wet, Andy has brought up his Polaris to attack the fields. It has shooting specific add-ons.
Justin made all this. I cut it all and I just got him to weld it. He helped me. He held it while I drilled the holes and put it on. Justin made it. Now the thing is, if you're going to do this properly, you've got to have the proper frame. So, and Justin is pretty cute at doing the fabrication. So, yeah, I just loaded it on the low load and brought it up, and Justin made it for me.
Andy is nostalgic about this ground. He and Justin have at times been fighting a rabbit tsunami on this chalky, easy draining land.
I haven't been up here for quite a while now, shooting rabbits with Justin, probably 2 years. And this part of the field, I was expecting big things. It never ever used to grow corn. Where we started, it never used to grow corn. There'd be that many rabbits about, and we've come all the way along here. It's unbelievable. The corn is no different on this headland than it is out in the middle of the field, and it's on chalk, and it never grows as well on chalk.
It's weird in that you want rabbits because you
that's
enjoy
right.
the sport of it.
Yeah, we used to get a buzz out of going out and shooting big bags of rabbits, but as a farmer, you don't want them. So like Justin was just saying, from a farmer's side, it's nice going around not seeing the rabbits, but from a shooter's side, we used to shoot hundreds and hundreds, and it never used to dent them. Never used to put a dent in them.
The first few rabbits are short range, everything else isn't. Justin finds his range with the 17 HMR. It may seem crazy to be hitting the rabbits when they are down, but this is still crop protection, and the numbers need to be kept in check. It's a delicate balance.
get them to sit up and have a look when they're down.
Intending to be.
A rabbit having with a problem.
So that's basically a medic rabbit.
Yeah. If you see when I first started squeaking, he sat up, didn't he?
Yeah.
The lamp catches a fox in the hedge. Justin takes his chance. There are no lambs here, but the foxes carry a disease which affects cattle.
Usually we don't shoot the foxes with 1.7, but he's hit that one in the top of the nut. It wasn't that far. So from there to here, I don't know, 85, 90 yards. We've seen a couple of foxes tonight, we haven't bothered with them, but this one, he was sitting there nicely, so Justin was tempted to have a go. So another reason that, like Justin's just pointed out, they are a pain, and they carry the disease, Neospora, which is passed on to the cows and it's passed down to the calves. And once they've got it, that's it really. You can't do anything with the calves. So that's why Justin keeps on top of the few foxes there is about. So otherwise they're not doing him any harm. But with the dairy and all the following calves and that, they are a problem. So.
We've been across about 500 acres and come home with about 40 rabbits.
Running shot, running shot, man. There's some nice rabbits here as it goes.
These go to the game dealer? Or?
Yeah, these go to the game dealer. There is a demand for them because there ain't many people getting them. Well, not round here anyway. So, but no, not round here. There's not many people getting them. So, I dare say I'll end up eating one or two of these as well. I quite like them. Boil them and boil them up. Take the meat off and then fry it. It don't taste much different to chicken then. It's quite nice. No, it's been a good evening.
He shot well, didn't he?
Yeah. It's taken a long time for me to teach him, but no, he's had some bloody good shots tonight. No, the old boy done well tonight. 36 there. 3 more we lost down holes where they kicked and went down the hole. Yeah, that's alright.
The population is definitely on the up, but they are both lamp and camera shy. Thank you, Andy. And now from the North Downs to the wider world of hunting and shooting on YouTube, it is Hunting YouTube. This is Hunting YouTube, which aims to show the best hunting and shooting videos that YouTube has to offer. We featured some of the lovely filming by Andrea Cavaglia in this week's show, Tim after Chamois in the mountains. Here is Andrea filming Hubara falconry in the United Arab Emirates for Eagle Review. From one of the richest sports in the world to one of the best, Ratting with Terriers and Mr. Johnson is a fun film about the joys of dog work. Now, I'm going to be pilloried if I get the breed wrong, but I reckon the white dogs are Westies, in which case, proof what a sporting dog they are. Now, Roebuck are underway in the UK, and the wonderful Surcout, surely the only Portuguese deer stalker in Scotland, takes a friend out for the first of the season. We are planning to get together with Surcout in Portugal later in the year. Our old buddy Ulrich Orskopf is after a buck with a recurve bow in France. This is the culmination of 2.5 days of hunting French forests with Francesco Formizano and altitude and trails. Also bow hunting, this time fallow in Australia, is Remy Warren on the Solo Hunter channel. This film comes across as a promo for Australian sport. I love films made by Mario Toys of the Paloma Hunting channel. Here he is with Sabrina Bloch on the trigger. It's in German and the photography is characteristically beautiful. Also German, Jagd Total is shooting foxes in the snow in Thuringia, that German region of woodland and occasional mountain peaks. And finally, ever fancied big game hunting in Africa from horses to Tabi hunting and safaris? Will be offering it from spring 2019 in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. Here's the trailer. That's it for this week. I've put all these films into a playlist for you. Click on the I symbol top right or check this film's description. If you have a YouTube film you would like us to pop into the weekly top 8, email me the link, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, that's it for this week. If you haven't done so already, please pop over to our website, fieldsportschannel.tv. You can click to like us there on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, you can pop your email address into our register page, and we'll contact you about this show. It's at 7 PM UK time every Wednesday. Plus, you can buy shares in Field Sports Channel. Go to fieldsportschannel.tv/shares for that. We're back next week. We'll see you then. In the meantime, it's good hunting, good shooting, good fishing, and goodbye.